He was born with cerebral palsy, but went on to become a top salesman. One day, he glanced toward the bathroom. The silhouette behind the shower curtain, graceful, feminine, sparked a wave of longing and imagination. In that moment, Bill, disabled since birth, suddenly realized maybe love wasn't out of reach for someone like him. On his birthday, they had dinner together. Bill cautiously opened up to Sherry, tentatively revealing his feelings, but she didn't respond. Later, Sherry invited him to her graduation ceremony. Bill thought maybe this was his chance, but not long after, his smile froze on his face. Sherry already had a boyfriend. As Bill watched the two of them walk away, his heart sank. Maybe from the very beginning, he had no right to hope for the kind of love normal people had. In 1989, Bill was invited to the company's annual party. The old boss was about to retire, and his son was stepping in. Just like his father had years ago, the young man looked down on Bill because of his disability. But what happened next shocked everyone. Bill was named Salesperson of the Year. He had brought in over $200,000 in sales, in an era when even earning $10,000 made you a local celebrity. That was a fortune. And yet, Bill's acceptance speech was just 3 short sentences.
I love being a salesman. My father was a salesman. I wish he could be here. And my mother, who taught me patience and persistence.
His success wasn't luck. One day, Sherry noticed Bill had mislabeled a delivery. What should have gone to 825 was sent to 824. When she asked about it, Bill told her not to worry. That night, the resident at 824 returned the package to 825. These two families had been feuding over a tree for 34 years. Now, both heads of household were gray-haired and weary. But that misplaced delivery had done what decades couldn't. It bridged the gap. Even the tree outside seemed ready to grow in both directions again. Another day, Bill visited a woman who lived alone. But he was surprised to find her son cleaning out the house. His mother had passed away a week earlier. The son brought Bill to a room. It was filled, wall to wall, with things his mother had purchased over the years. She hadn't needed any of it, he said. But year after year, she kept buying. Because of Bill. As memories came flooding back, Bill realized something he'd never seen before. Love had been there all along. He just hadn't noticed. His throat tightened. Tears welled up in his eyes. By 1996, the company's office had been completely renovated. Phone sales were quickly replacing door-to-door visits. Sitting on a bench, watching retired old salesmen fade from the world, Bill began to wonder, was it time to step away? Then one day, a reporter showed up at his door. As they talked, Bill realized, this young man was once the frightened little boy he had met during a sales call years ago. The reporter wanted to write a piece about Bill, but Bill declined. What's so special about a disabled salesman, he asked. A few days later, Sherry came by with a newspaper. The story had been published anyway. In the article, the young man described Bill as an invisible thread holding the community together. A salesman who brought warmth and connection. Someone too valuable to be replaced by a cold phone line. Reading those words stirred something deep in Bill. He marched into the company and asked to return. But the new boss told him to retire. Salesmen aren't needed anymore, he said. Bill left silently, defeated. But just as he stepped onto the bus, the boss came running after him. That article had made the company's stock soar. Now, they needed Bill more than ever, as the face of the company. And so, Bill returned to his battlefield. Bill Porter was still knocking on doors at 77. Life had dealt him a tough hand, but with patience and perseverance, he built an extraordinary life. If you're facing hard times, don't give up. Be patient. Keep going. You deserve a remarkable life too.